guys, welcome to Don's Modeling Desk, and tonight we're going to be working on issues 75 through 79 of the Fanhome Build Your Own R2D2. So let me get the first pack of parts out here and we'll get them open and see what we got. Of course, I've got Todd's website open over here so I can look at the instructions. And it looks like we're going to be building some more frame here. Get these parts out. I love these little packages. No, I don't. Got 3 frame pieces and 3 of these little connectors that we're also familiar with. So let me grab the frame and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the first thing we're going to be doing is laying this piece out like this. And this piece goes here, and this piece goes here. And we'll snap those together and put a little frame connector under each one of those attachment points. So you just put that under there like that. Put another one under there like that. And if you'll look right here, I'll just pick up this side. If you'll look at these pieces, there's little notches on the inside and the outside for this connector to fit right in. So you just fit that in there, put the other piece in, and there you go. So let's get the screws in that. Well, no, let's go ahead and put them all on. Why not? We'll go ahead and get all the frame pieces on here. And that's what we're going to wind up with, is this D-shaped ring. Then you take these, LED leg there. Take these 2 by 4 millimeter screws and you just put them right in there like that. So let me get the rest of these screws in and then we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the next thing we're going to do is take this piece, grab our frame that we've already built, and this is going to go on just like that. We've got 2.5 by 4 millimeter screws. If I can get it on the screwdriver, that go right here. Like that. And then we've got 2.5 by 8 millimeter screws that go right here on top of these poles. So that'll go right in there like that. So let me get the rest of these screws in and I'll be right back. All right, and there we go. that ring is attached to the top of the frame, and we're starting to get a little R2D2 skeleton going on here. But that is the end of this stage. So let me get out the next stage and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And this is issue 76. So a little more in here than there was in the last one. Let's get this one open. Let's see what we have. So we've got some more parts like we've already done in some of the others. We've got this little grill in this one. We've got the shoulder part. We've got the part that little silver piece goes in, and we've got some more of those screws, the nylon screws that stabilize the dome on his head. So let me get this open. We've got all of those parts right there. And then we've got a bag of screws. And let's get this open. We've got another body panel. Very, very similar to what we had before, but this one has an opening in it. And then we've got 2 more bags of screws. So, get all this out of the way. Knife aside. And the next thing we're going to do is what we've done 2 times already. We're going to put this shoulder piece right on there. And I keep thinking we're going to put screws in there, but I may have to go back and glue all those because it's not looking like we're going to put any screws in those. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 little pieces, just like we've already done once before. We're going to take these 2 little pieces, and this little knob goes right in that hole there, just like that. And let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. This little peg goes right in that hole there, just like that. And then there will be a 2.3 by 6 black screw that holds that on. So let's get that in real quick here. Just put that right in there. And this is getting cooler and cooler. It's starting to look more and more like R2 all the time. And then we have another one of those, just like we had before. I think I'm going to put a wash on both of these to kind of bring out that detail a little bit. But we've got that done. And the next thing we're going to do is take this piece out. It shows putting them together, but they're already together, so. And this piece, see these 2 holes, just like we did on the other one? These 2 little tabs should fit right in there. And on the other one, I had to trim it a little bit, but that one went right in. And then we are going to secure that with 2 by 4 millimeter screws. Which, yeah, I'm gonna have to open these. So let's get these out. Put them right there. It's 2mm. That's not what I need. This is what I need. And those will go right here in these holes on the back of this. Just snug. Don't want to tighten them up too much when they're going into plastic. Just get them snug. And there we go. We have that part in. It's nice and flush on the edges there. That looks nice. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is fit this heat exhaust onto here. And it goes this way. It's going to fit on just like this. See how those are angled? And those are angled too. So you want to sit that. No, I got it backwards. Of course I did. I want to sit that right on there like that. And then we will secure that with two 2.3 by 6 black screws. So we need 2 of those. Get this turned. And those will go right in here. Just like that. Snug it down, but not tight. There we go. Now we have that heat exhaust in. Nice. I'm liking the way this is shaping up. So the next thing we need to do is, we'll set that aside. We need to get these cut off and installed in the dome. So let me get those clipped off, bring the dome over here, and we'll get that done. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to get these in here. We got to get our little tool out. And I know you're not going to be able to see this hardly at all, but they go in just like we've been doing all of them. Just put them in there until they're snug. And they just kind of stabilize the dome so that it doesn't, move around. So let me get the rest of those in there. There's no point you sitting here watching me do it. And I'll be right back. All right, so we got those in there. Some more of those little white plastic screws. And we got another piece of R2's body built. And that's it for issue 76. Yeah, that's it for issue 76. So let me get all this out of the way. We'll get issue 77 over here and we'll start working on that. Okay, I'm back again, and this is issue 77. So let's get this one open and see what we have in here. We've got 2 cable ties and a wire wrap. And then in here we've got two metal frame parts and some more of these wonderful little Allen screws. So let's get started on this. We take this frame piece, set it just like that, and these 2 little pins, they go in the 2 back holes on that piece. Just like that, and the screws will go right in there. We need 2.5 by 6 silver screws. Which I believe are these. Yep, that's them. So let me get these 2 screws in, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We got the bracket on, and I know this is the leg support. This is gonna hold the leg up, but man, that's some thick metal right there. So let's get the frame over here, like this, and this support is gonna go right there. If you'll look, see these 2 little holes here? See these 2 pegs on the bottom, right here and right here? That's gonna sit right there. And 2.5 by 8 millimeter screws are gonna go up in there from the bottom. So let me find those screws. I believe those are the right ones. Put this on there like that. And that should go right in there. Just like that. And I'm gonna leave that a little loose till I get the other one in, just in case I need to move it. These are a little tricky to get in because the side of my screwdriver is actually hitting this bracket right here. But you have to do that to get the screw to go in straight. Okay. So there we have the leg bracket on. This is starting to get a little weight to it. All right, well, the next thing I got to do is put some more of those nylon screws in the head, and I'm not even going to show you that part because we've done it about 5 times now already, and it's exactly the same, just the next section around the head. So let me get that done, and then I'll be back with the next stage. Okay, I'm back. I got those Allen screws in. Those are the last 3, so we're done with those. Thank goodness. I can show you that real quick. Just those little Allen screws all the way around the head. Focus. There we go. just all the way around. All those do is they press against these plates. Remember these plates that we put in with the little pieces of sticky tape on the edge, and that's all that was holding them in. But now they're secure. They're held in by those plastic screws. And I know a lot of people are replacing these plastic screws with stainless steel ones, but I just don't really have the money to spend on that if I don't really need to. So I'm just going to go with the plastic ones for now. And, you know, if we have a problem down the road where those plastic screws are causing a problem, then I might think about getting the stainless steel ones. And the stainless steel ones are not that expensive. I think Todd, Marvel Phoenix over at mypartworks.com. By the way, if you're building Partworks, go check out his website and see if he's built or is building the part work you're building, because the instructions, the pictures, steps that he puts on his website for building the part works are light years ahead of what's in the books that come with the part works. It's just so much better. But anyway, the next part of this stage, we're going to be putting the wire tidy and the wire ties on the lightsaber tube here. So the first thing we're going to do is take this wire tidy right here. Where did I put my knife? We're going to take this little wire tidy right here and we're going to wrap it around all of this so that all of this is coming up this way. So we're just going to start this right here. Maybe, possibly. There we go. And we'll just kind of twist it on there. Trying to keep the wires together so it'll go around them. And you just kind of, I don't know if you can see that or not, but you just kind of, once you get it started, you hold the wires straight and you just kind of twist it. And it just climbs its way up the wire. I can't really hold the wire straight and hold it like that, but yeah, you just hold the wires together, twist it back here, and it just crawls its way up the wire. You just have to kind of manipulate the wires a little bit as you're going to make sure that it goes around them. And there we go. The wire tidy is on. We have that. And the next thing we're going to do is take one of these wire ties and we want this yellow wire screwed up. Yep. I screwed up. Maybe I can correct this. There we go. There we go. The yellow wire needs to go up there like that. And we're going to take this wire tie and we're going to put it through right here, right behind there, wrap it around, get it started in here, and then as we pull it down, We're going to pull this yellow wire up and hold it right there. You want to get as much slack out of this as you can get out of it without actually bending anything. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. But anyway, we're going to tighten this down. You want it snug, but it's against this, so you don't want to break that. You just want it snug enough to hold that wire right there. And then we'll get our snippers. Well, first, let's take the next wire tie, and we want to wrap it around here, around this wire tidy, and around the whole tube. Basically, we're tying the wire tidy up against the tube. So get that started, and then we want to wire tidy has crawled up some. We want this right above this little tab right here. We want it like that, with this wire tidy right there. I'm gonna pull that wire through a little more so that it's a little neater. And then we're gonna tighten this wire tie down right here against that wire tidy. It doesn't have to be super tight, but tight enough it's gonna hold right against that wire tidy like that. And you want that held in place right above that little tab there. So now you've got all these wires in the little wire tidy coming up the side of the tube. And Todd says that he put an extra wire tie right here to hold this wire in place. And I'll probably do that too. I just don't have one handy right now. Well, you got a nice little groove right there for the wire to go in. I didn't even notice that until just now. But there's a nice little groove that that wire can lay down in right there. But I'll get a wire tie to put on there later. I don't have one handy right now. I don't think. No. I don't have any close by. I'll get one later and put it on there. But for now, we just gotta cut off the wire ties. So let me get those cut off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. My mic died. I had to grab the other one out of the case. But I did find my wire ties. So I'm going to put one on right here where Todd did. Todd used a little metal one. I don't have any of those. I'm just going to use a regular old wire tie right here, just to hold that wire in place a little better. Let's pull that up through there a little more. And there we go, right there. And let me snip that off. And there we go. One completed lightsaber tube. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to get the head back over here, and let's see where it's at here. Yeah, it's down here. Get this wire out of the way. All of these wires out of the way. And I know the camera's not going to focus on it, but if you can see right here, this little circular area with the two holes on each side, that's where the lightsaber tube is going to attach. If I can remember where I put the lightsaber tube at. Now, the tube goes in like this, with this piece facing to the right, and it'll sit right on there, like that. So, let me get the screws out. I need 2.3 by 6 millimeter black screws. Oh Lord, we have to reach in through the top to secure this. .3 millimeter by 6. Let me see, would that be these? I need the smaller screwdriver for these. There we go. And no, it's not those. Hang on just a second and let me figure out what screws I need here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is going to be interesting because we're going to have to hold this in here, line it up, and then reach through here to tighten the screws. That's genius design, in my opinion. So this will go right there. I already have a screw on the screwdriver. Now you can't see this. There we go. And you still can't really see it, but it's hung on a wire. I can't even really see this. Get my light adjusted over this way a little more. This is going to be not fun, but we're going to give it a try anyway. I figured I'd do this on camera because this is not just a typical stick the screw in and tighten it down. This is interesting. There, we got that one started. So let me get another screw. And I know you can't really see that, but see that one screw I've got in there, and then the other one goes on that side. I need to get that lined up somehow and get that one in. And I think I got lucky and got that one right in there on the first try, maybe. Yep. Now let me tighten this one up the rest of the way. And there we go. The lightsaber tube is mounted. Let's make sure we didn't get any wires tangled up or anything. All the wires look good. And here is the harness for the lightsaber tube. So now we're going to be routing some wires. So let's get this back on this so we don't damage anything. And the first thing we're going to do is come around here and this wire is going to go into this little wire clip right here. I know it's out of focus, but I can't help that. And then it's going to go over here into both of those wire connectors, or wire clips rather. Okay. And then it's going to connect into that wire, in that connector on the end. LED processor state indicator rear. Yep, that's that. Okay. So that's going to connect. And if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little rib on the side of that connector, and there's a gap on that plug. So that's going to go right there. Push it down till it clicks. And we've got that in there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is back around here. The LCD screen wire, which is like blue, black, and red. That's this. We'll clip here. And clip here. And plug in where it says LCD 1. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, got it figured out. And when I was testing all this stuff with the little test board, I must have got the wire for this and the wire for this swapped. I had the shorter wire on that LCD, and it just wasn't enough wire to reach where it needed to reach. And this one goes where it says LCD1. I don't know if you can't read that, can you? It says LCD1 is where this one goes. Right there. Okay. And then the next one we're going to do is from right here to where it says LCD2. This one will go right there where it says LCD2. Okay, we got that one in. And then the next one we're going to connect is from this, and it's going to go in the one that says RB. Yeah, RB. Right there. See that one that says RB? That is where this one is going to go. Right there. Okay, we got that in. Now, secure those wires with a twist tie. I don't have a twist tie, Todd. But over here in my drawer, I do have some more wire ties. So we'll just take a wire tie, put under there. Wow. That's not a pain in the butt at all. Let's see why he said use a twist tie now. Okay. We got the twist tie on. Well, we got it around the wires anyway. We're going to fold that back in there and just snug that up like that. There. Now we got a nice little bundle of wires right there. I didn't pull it real tight, just enough to hold. And then I will just snip that off. And there we go. That's what we've got so far on that circuit board. Put that back there out of the way. There we go. And now, the next thing we're going to do is this wire right here from the projector board is going to go in that last plug right there. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says focus. There we go. It says projector. So we'll take this. We'll plug that right in to there. And there you go. Now, we take these wires from the lightsaber tube. The big one goes right there. And the small one goes right there. There we go. And then we have that. This is the big one to the tube, and this is the small one to the tube. And we have that. And that is the end of that stage. So from now on, once you get to this point, you're going to have to make sure you keep R2's dome on the little stand that they gave us, because this lightsaber tube protrudes down quite a bit. So let me get all this out of the way, and then we will start on issue 78. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is stage 78. In this stage, you're going to be assembling one of R2's tool compartments and his gripper arm. So let's get all this out and see what we got. Here we've got the tool compartment. I think that could use a little tidying up with some paint. Here we've got the door focus. Why is it not focusing? Because it's white, I guess. But there's the door for the tool compartment. And here is all the parts for the gripper arm. So let's get these open and get started on this. The first thing we got to do is to cut these little gripper fingers off the sprue. And if you don't have any, you should get a pair of single bladed nippers, because the cuts that they make are just so much closer than a regular nipper. I mean, in most cases like that, there's not even really anything to clean up once you nip it off. It's just there. Now we need this little piece. There you go. And we need our CA. And I got my accelerator if I need it. But let's put a little bit of CA here on this plastic. That's out of the camera, ain't it? But it's right there on the plastic. Let's turn it around this way. There we go. Get rid of that sprue. Get this out of the toothpick. And we will put a little CA right here in one of these holes. We'll take a little gripper finger and we'll just slide it right in there. There we go. Get the excess CA off. I put a little much in there. And there we go. One gripper finger. So let's do that for the next one with a little less CA. And just kind of rub it on the back there. There we go. And we'll take the next finger and we'll just slide it right in. Like that. There's two of them. Let's, where's my... There we go. Now, a little more CA. And we'll put it right there. And put the last one in. And there we go. R2's little gripper finger. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is this arm. And this gripper finger goes right in there. Oh, it's a certain way it goes. And we're going to take a little CA. And put it inside there. And then we're going to slide this right down in there. Like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is take we need part BP24. Right there. BP24. And this little part right here that has the area for the nut, we're going to slide this right inside there. Like that. Then we're going to take, and of course I got the super glue toothpick stuck to my hand. We're going to take one of these nuts and put it right in there. Like that. Oh, I'm not even on camera. There. Focus. Put the nut right in there. Now, we're going to take one 2 by 8 millimeter silver screw. That would be this one. No, that's too big. Too big. That's the wrong one. Let's be one of these. And this will go right through there and into that nut that we placed on the other side. And there we go. Focus. Just like that. It's a little long to me, but now we're going to take the tool arm and we're going to place it inside here, like that. So let's get us a little super glue. I think our super glue is starting to dry a bit. Place it inside there. It should be more than enough. And then we'll place this inside there and hold it for a second till it dries. And now we have a tool arm. Now we need to cut this little fella from his sprue. There we go. And I'm stuck to the toothpick again. Throw that out of the way. And we get this out. This little piece. And this goes right there. So we just need to get a little super glue on that, and we can glue that right into place. That won't need much. That's a small little place there. And then we'll just press that right down into there. It snaps. And we have this. So the next thing we're going to do is take this long silver pole and we're going to place that arm on this end. And that's another one of those little D-shaped holes. Just like that. So let me get a little super glue in here. And then we'll put this right on there. Hold it for a few seconds. Focus. And there we go. Another little tool arm. Now we take the next one of these, and the only one of these remaining, this little piece. And we're going to place this right in there, just like we did on the other one. I keep getting out of camera, don't I? And then we're going to take another one of those little nuts. We're going to place it right in there. We're going to take another one of these screws. And we'll put that in from the back side, just like we did on the other one. Just make it up, but not too tight. And it should move. There we go. It actually might still be a wee bit loose. Snug that up just ever so much more. That feels better. There we go. And now you have this. So now we're going to take the silver tube and it's going to fit right in there. Again, you've got the D-shaped hole. So let's take a little super glue. Right in here. Slide that in and hold it. And there you go. Your second completed tool arm. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing, we have some CA on the mat there. Oh, that's dried, so that don't matter. I just saw it in the camera. The next thing we're going to do is mount the tool arms into here. But I think I want to do some detail painting inside there first. And maybe even on the arms themselves. So let's get some pins out here. There's a gold. And let's get a silver. Do we have a silver? We do. 2 AM. I can't find it. There it is. Silver. And then we have a black. Let's see how good these work. Todd did some detail painting on his, and I like the way it looks, so I'm going to give it a try here. Let's get this pin shook up. Let's try it on the paint mixer. Why not? Give it a little switch on the paint mixer. There we go. Now you can hear the ball shaking around in there. Shake it up real good. Get the paint flowing. Maybe. There we go. Now we got some gold coming out. Let's give this a try and see how it works. I don't have the metallic Sharpies that Todd used, but we're going to go with this R2D2 acrylic pen, and we're just going to color some of this in here. You kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. Just to give it some interest. Probably gonna have to put a couple of coats on there to get good coverage over this silver. I'm not even on camera. We'll let that dry. And we'll give it a second coat. Just to solidify the color a little more. There we go. Gives it a little more interest. It'll look better once I get the second coat on it. Tell you what, let's color this part. Color a couple of these gold. Like I said, all this gold is going to have a second coat to bring the color up a bit. Well, let's let that gold dry. There's my cap. Let's get this black pen out. Most of these Artistro pens I haven't even used yet, only a few of them. But I'll do a little of black and then I'll pause because I don't think you need to sit here and watch me coloring things. I'll color that black. Color that one black. Just something, you know, to give it a little interest. So it's not just a big ocean of silver. If you know what I'm saying. No, I think I might have been better off using a brush for this. But this will work. Get this one colored and then I'll pause, color the rest of it, and then come back. And I am not even in camera. You're just sitting here listening to me talk about painting and not even seeing what I'm painting. This black is not wanting to cover as well as the gold did, which is odd. It's like the paint's pulling away from the edges. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Let me pause. Here, I'll show you. Since I was coloring off camera, I'll pause anyway and come back. Alright. Alright guys, I'm back. And as you can see, I did a little painting in there. I started off with markers. Over here, I don't really like how that turned out, but it won't be that noticeable. Painting the rest of it with the brush. But, and then I just kind of dirtied up the arms a little bit. Like that. Put a little silver on it. Yeah. But, let's get these put in. The first one we're going to put in is this one. And it's going to go right here. Like that. And it's going to be held in by a 2.3 by 6 millimeter screw. So let me grab one of those. It's a black screw, 2.3 by 6. That's the one that almost everything uses. So let's take this, turn it upside down, and this is going to go right in there, if I can hold it. Just like that. Just snug it up. And there we've got one arm installed in his tool bay. The second arm is going to go right over here, and the claw is supposed to face the inside of the tool bay. This claw on the inside. So let's flip that over. It might help if I pick up a screw first. And we'll just hold that and put the screw in it. I don't know why I'm doing this right-handed. That was stupid. But there we go. We've got the two tool arms installed in the bay. And to close these up, you fold this one down first, like that. And then you fold this one down, like that. And there you go. The two arms folded up inside the tool bay. That actually looks pretty cool. So the next thing we're going to do is attach the hinges. And that is a 2 by 9 millimeter black screw. And that might be these little skinny ones here. Maybe. That is on the tool compartment door. So let's see if this fits. And it does. That's it right there. So we want to take these two little silver pieces We take one of these, put it on the screw, and it goes to the outside. Let me just put the screw in. I need that smaller screwdriver for this screw. Put this on there, and then this goes right in there, just like that. And we don't want to get it too tight because we still want it to be able to move, but at the same time we don't want it to be just floppy, you know what I mean? So just snug it a bit, and there you go. That should be good. And then the second one is exactly the same. It goes on the outside too. So let me grab another one of these. And we'll put this one on. Oh, it would help if I was under the camera. Screw that right on there. A little bit more. And there, that's good. That's good. Okay. So now we got our tool door ready. We take the tool compartment. We take these two silver pieces here. And if you'll look here, we've got two little indentions. So what we want to do is we want to set these two little silver things right into those indentions. Easier said than done, right? Because they don't want to behave. Okay, there's one. And there's the other one. They fit just like that. And then we're going to secure those with, guess what? 2.3 by 6 millimeter screws. So we'll just hold that and put that screw in. There we go. And then one more. Right here. And there we go. There is R2's tool compartment. That is cool. I like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is install the tool compartment into here. So we take the tool compartment, we open the door, and let me see how this is turned. Let's turn it around this way, like that. We slide the door in through there, like that. You have to kind of turn it at a little angle to get it to fit, and right in there. And then you slide it back. And it lines up with all those securing holes. There's 4 securing holes that it lines up with. And we're going to secure that with .3 by 6 millimeter screws. How did I know that? And you also know this there's some little tabs. There's one there, there's one under there, and there's one right here. And those little tabs all need to be lined up. And there's one right here too. And there's a snap right there. So let's get our 2.3 by 6 millimeter screws out, 4 of them. And these will just go right in here, in these little tabs. So let me get the rest of those in and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We got all 4 of those little screws in to hold this. Make sure you keep it behind these tabs and snapped in right there. Yeah. And look at this. There's R2's tool compartment. It's so cool. That is so freaking cool. Then you can just pull out his little tools. I like that. That is so freaking cool. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is install these 4 brackets that will be used to attach it to the next panel. The first 2 are as usual, just like we've been doing on all the rest of them, except it's not wanting to fit in there right. Why am I get the feeling that I should have put that on before? Oh, I see. There's a skinny one. There's a skinny one that goes right there. Okay, I got it. If you'll look, there's 2, and I should have been looking at Todd's webpage a little closer because he shows the difference. And if you'll look, there's 2 of these brackets. They're exactly the same, except this one has this little edge around it. This one don't. The one without the edge is going to be the one you're going to put right here by the tool compartment, because that tool compartment kind of takes up some room there. It also has a notch in it right there. Focus camera. See that notch? It's going to fit over that little tab on the tool compartment. So that goes there. This one will go right there. No, the arrow goes in. This one will go right there. And then these 2 go on here. Like that. So let's get these put on and then I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And one thing that's worth noting, if you'll notice on this side, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the camera. Yeah. See the little mark right there, the little triangle? And the little triangle in there, those go together. But if you'll notice on this side, there's no triangle. So when you put this bracket on, you want to make sure you put the triangle facing this way, because it'll line up with the triangle on this. It's just alignment marks to let you know which way to turn the brackets. But that's it. that's all of this issue. I still think that's so cool. That is so cool. But we got some more of R2's frame done. We got the lightsaber thing put in his head. And we got this all built up. So, and we got a lot of wiring done inside his head. That took a little bit of time too. So, but that's it for this issue. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've already got the parts for the next couple issues, so I'll try to get out another video as soon as I possibly can. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking my channel out. Like and subscribe if you want. If not, you don't have to. No biggie. But I'll see all of y'all later. Have a good one.